The operation began at approximately 8 o'clock in the morning, when CIA analysts tracking the movements of senior Iranian officials detected an unusual convergence of high-value targets at a building situated in the heart of Tehran. A discovery that immediately set a long-planned and meticulously rehearsed joint operation into motion 4 months prior to this moment. The CIA and elite Israeli intelligence units had been waging silent, invisible war deep inside Iran's most protected communications infrastructure, exploiting low Earth orbit surveillance satellites operated in coordination with the U.S. Space Force to intercept and decrypt encrypted Iranian communications without the regime ever detecting the breach, while simultaneously running a network of highly placed human assets embedded within the regime itself, allowing them to painstakingly reconstruct Ayatollah Ali Khamenei's daily movement patterns, security protocols, and a precise layout of his official compound on Pasture Street in central Tehran. The critical vulnerability that unlocked the entire operation was the identification of a classified morning summit, a rare, time-sensitive gathering in which top-tier Iranian military commanders, senior national security advisors, and key political officials were all converging on a heavily fortified compound simultaneously, shielded by layers of urban infrastructure, elite guard details, and what Iranian leadership believed was an impenetrable umbrella of state-of-the-art air defenses, including the domestically produced Bavar missile system and S-400 radar installations distributed across the city. The first wave of the strike was designed to blind and destroy those very defenses. U.S. Navy Tomahawk cruise missiles were launched in coordinated salvos targeting Iran's anti-air defense networks across the country, systematically eliminating radar sites and surface-to-air missile batteries to carve open a corridor of uncontested airspace, clearing the path for what would become the largest aerial military operation in Israeli history, an armada of approximately 200 Israeli Air Force fighter jets, refueled in flight by aerial tankers fly alongside them, that penetrated deep into Iranian airspace and simultaneously struck over 500 targets across the country, neutralizing ballistic missile silos, command infrastructure, and air defense installations in a single synchronized campaign. At the center of that campaign, its most critical anchor, was a dedicated specialized squadron tasked exclusively with destroying Khamenei's compound, which dropped precisely 30 GPS-guided bunker-buster munitions directly onto the site to guarantee total structural failure. The weapon of choice was a GBU-28, a formidable penetrating bomb measuring approximately 19 feet in length and 14.5 inches in diameter, engineered with narrow cross-sectional profile, specifically so it displaces as little earth and concrete as possible during penetration, allowing it to burrow through up to 100 meters of soft ground or roughly 6 meters of reinforced concrete before its delayed action fuse, set to detonate seconds after penetration rather than on impact, triggers the warhead, which contains approximately 700 pounds of tritonal explosive, a compound of 80% TNT and 20% aluminum powder, generating a catastrophic blast radius of several hundred meters and causing complete structural collapse of any underground facility in its path. The compound itself, which from the outside appeared to be an ordinary multi-story residential building with a solar panel roof, concealed a network of subterranean tunnels and bunker facilities beneath it, and it was a critical tactical error in Khamenei's positioning that sealed his fate. As intelligence sources later revealed, he was occupying a shallower subterranean level rather than one of the 2 deepest maximum security bunker facilities on the site, which would have required even heavier, more specialized U.S. ordnance to crack, and might have given him a chance of survival. Killed alongside Khamenei in the strike were Major General Mohammad Pakpour, the commander of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, Senior National Security Advisor Ali Shamkhani, and several of Khamenei's family members who were present at the compound. In total, U.S. and Israeli forces struck approximately 2,900 targets across Iran in a single day, according to U.S. Central Command, a campaign that, from the first satellite intercept to the last bunker buster detonating beneath Tehran, represented an unprecedented convergence of signals intelligence, human espionage, space-based surveillance, and precision aerial power that dismantled Iran's entire operational leadership structure in one devastating, meticulously sequenced blow.